Today we are going to start with the new topic, that is a circle. What is a circle? Students, you have seen already this shape is called a circle. It's a 2D shape. But how this we have get it? See, what is a circle? Circle is a path of a point moving at the same distance from a fixed point. What it means? Just suppose we have a fixed point. As we know, we have fixed this point. This is fixed point. As we know that we have around it many points. Around this fixed point, you have many points. But what is a circle? If we join, just suppose this is a fixed point, if we join all those points having the same distance from fixed point. This is a fixed point. This is distance. This is also this distance to this. This is a distance from this. So if we have many points and we join all those points, suppose we have fixed this distance to 2. This point is of 1, but this point at the distance of 2. So we have this distance is 2. This distance is 1, just suppose. So but if we join all the points having a distance of 2 or any other distance from this fixed point, then this path, this is a path from the circle having the same distance from this fixed point, then this is called a circle. Or another way we can say, just suppose you have a fixed point and you have taken a thread of a fixed length. If you attach thread here and you just seen thread is still here, and when you just moving that thread, if you are just getting move of this thread, then this will move like this. Then this path will form, this path formed a circle. So what is a circle? Circle is a path of a point. Means this is a fixed point. So circle is a path of a point moving at the same distance from fixed point. So these are the fixed distances. So this fixed point is called the center of a circle, and distance from this fixed point to any point on the circle is called radius. Just suppose we have the name these points and this fixed point is O. So what would be the center? O. And if we join O to A, O to B, O to C, O to D, then all these are called the radius. So how many radius you have in a circle? Infinite. You can observe. We have infinite radius. So plural of radius. So all these are, one by one we take, this is called radius. But all these are called radii. So this is the plural of radius. Now we will go with the different parts of a circle. Students, we will discuss one by one the different parts of a circle. We have already discussed what is the center and what is the radius when we were defining the definition of a circle. This fixed point is called your center. How to write? When we have to name it, this point you mention center, this point, and by the name you have to mention this point. This is called O. So center, what is center? The center point O is called the center. If we join, and already we have discussed, this fixed distance from the center to any point on a circle is called radius. So what is the radius OA? So how many radius we have? Infinite radius we have. So now we will go with the chord. What is a chord? So we have already discussed about the center and the radius. So now what is chord? if we take any 2 points on a circle, just suppose we are taking these points. If we join any 2 points, this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this. If we are joining any 2 points lie on the circle, remember points must be on the boundary of a circle. That means if we join the line segment obtained from joining any 2 points on the circle is called chord. So here how many chords we have drawn? AB, CE, BD and DE. So students, can we say how many we have number of chords fixed? No. Infinite chords we have, as we are having infinite radius, so we have infinite chords. You can observe what is diameter. We have already discussed about the center, chord and radius. What is diameter? So diameter is a chord which passes through the center of a circle. This is a chord but not passing through the center. This is a chord not passing through the center. Just suppose we have this chord. Chord means we are joining any 2 points on the circle. We are getting a chord. But you are observing this chord is not passing through the center. This chord is also not passing through the center. But this chord AB passing through the center of a circle is called diameter. So what is diameter? Diameter is a chord which passes through the center of a circle. Now question is that how many diameter does a circle have? See, this is a chord, also passes through the center. This is also passes through the center. This chord also passes through the center. This chord also passes through the center. So in this way you can observe, we can draw infinite diameters. So till now what we have observed, center is a fixed point. So how many center of a circle? Only one. How many radius for a circle? Infinite. How many chords? Infinite. How many diameter? Infinite. Now also one thing you are observing, that we have seen that diameter is a chord which passes through the circle. See, if we go with this way, this is a chord. All these are the chords of the circle. Now you may observe, see, this is a chord which passes through the center of a circle. See this distance we are observing, as we are going in this direction till center, distance going increase. But this diameter, after getting diameter, if we go with this chord, distance is again decreasing. So you are observing this diameter is the longest chord of a circle. How to name it? This is center. This is a AB is a chord which passes through the center of a circle, is a diameter. How we will name it? Like this. So this is a diameter. So we have infinite chords, diameter, infinite diameters and infinite radius. Students, now we will go with circumference, interior and exterior part of a circle. What is circumference? This boundary of the circle. Boundary of the circle is called the circumference. So this complete boundary of a circle is called circumference. So what is interior and exterior part? This part is called interior of the circle and this part is called exterior of the circle. So it means as center lie in the means inside that circle. Every radius, every diameter, every chord of the circle lie in the interior part of the circle. Students, now we will go with that arc, that what is the arc of a circle. We have any 2 points on the circle, anywhere. Just suppose these 2 points. This is called chord. You have done. This AB is called chord. You have already done. This is called done. But this part you have done. This is called the circumference. Chord is represented by that a segment, line segment joining by any 2 points on the circle. But that what is the arc? Arc means joining of any 2 points on the circle, means portion of the circumference. Just suppose this is a point B, this point is A. Portion of the circle, just suppose we are taking this. We are not taking this line segment. We are taking the part of a circumference but joined by 2 points. So we represented by like this. When we are representing the chord, we put this sign. But when we are representing that arc, we put this sign. So any 2 points, just suppose we have. So this is, you may highlight this. This is a portion of the circumference joined by any 2, you will put this sign. Means portion of the circumference joined by any 2 points on the lie on the circle is called arc. Now we will go with the segment. We are here talking about the segment of the circle. Note, we are talking about line segment. We are talking about segment of a circle. What is segment of a circle? Segment of a circle is the interior part enclosed by, as we know, this is the chord. This is called, only this line is called chord. This is called, only this from this. You can observe we are marking this. This is called your arc. But what is segment? This is a line segment which is called the chord. This is the arc when joined by A and B. So what is the segment of a circle? Segment of a circle is the interior part of the circle which is enclosed by means bounded by the chord and that arc. So this is called your segment. Students, if we come with this arc, see, if we are talking about this AB or CD, this is your center point. You may see this CD is called the minor arc. If we highlight this CD, this one is called your minor arc. If we talk about this portion, this is also the portion of the circumference joined by CD. So this is called your major arc. In the same way, what we have discussed, what is segment? Segment is the interior part of a circle enclosed by the chord and by the arc. This is also the arc. This is also the segment. This is also the interior part. So this portion is also that interior part of a circle enclosed by chord and by the arc of the circle. So this is also segment of the circle. So this is called your minor segment. This is called your major segment. So we have talked about major and minor segment. Now students, we will talk about that what is a sector of a circle. Sector of the circle. Sector of a circle. What is sector of a circle? If we have two radii, this is the center O, This is OA is the radius, OB is also the radius. OA and OB are the radii of the circle. So what is the sector of a circle? Sector of a circle is the interior part of the circle, enclosed by arc of the circle and radii of the circle, two radii of the circle. So this portion is called here sector. Student, this also see, this is the arc, these are the radii. So this is also, what is this? Sector. So this is called minor sector. This is called major sector. So what is sector? Sector is the interior part of a circle enclosed by arc of the circle and two radii of the circle. So this portion is called the sector, minor sector, and this is major. But students, remember, if we have, this is minor and segment, but just suppose if we have the chord which passes through the center, means this diameter. If we are talking about this AB, now this is a chord, this AB is a chord, and this is the arc. It means this is called what? Segment. This is also called segment. So if diameter, if we take that chord as a diameter, then this is called your segment, but both segments are equal. Now can we say this is called sector as well? Yes. See, what is sector? We have discussed the radii. If we have diameter, but if this is center, we can say this is the radius. This is from this point to this is radius, this is radius. So it means this is called here sector also. But one special name we have for this, that we have this semicircle. So what is semicircle? Diameter divide a circle into two equal parts, then each part is called your semicircle. So this is your semicircle. This upper one was also semicircle, so this one is also your semicircle. So what is semicircle? Half of the circle. Now we are going to start the exercise 4.6. Question number 1. You have given this circle and points are mentioned, and you have this portion is shaded. You can see your book. Now we have to name all these. So first part is that name, means from this figure name the center. What is center here? O. So you will mention point, you have to mention this point. O is your center. So mention three radii. Radii means OA means a center to any point of a circle. So OA, OB, OC. We have three radii: OA, OB and OC. Now we have a chord. Chord means third is diameter. Diameter is a chord which passes through the center. This is a chord ED. AC is a chord. But this chord is passes through the center. So this is called diameter. So AC is your diameter. Mention a chord. ED. You can mention AC as well. AC is a chord. ED is also a chord. You can mention any one of these. So now 2 points in the interior. This portion is the interior. All these points, don't think we mention it outside, then point is outside. No. E is a point on a circle. D is point on a circle. A is a point on a circle. B also on a circle. C also on a circle. So 2 points inside of the circle is O, are the O and P. So point O is in the interior. Point P is in the interior. A point in the exterior. So this portion is the exterior part of the circle. So you have seen this point is outside. So point Q is in the exterior. So what is a sector? So we have already discussed portion of the interior part of a circle enclosed by two radii and the arc. If we have seen this arc and this, so this is mentioned shaded for part of the circle. So what we will write? See, mentioned by these 3 points. We will take these 3 points O, A, B. We will not mention any sign, but we will write here shaded part. This is compulsory to write. Means shaded part bounded by radii OA and OB and the arc AB. What is a sector? We know that a sector is a interior part of a circle enclosed by any chord and the arc. So this portion is the segment. So you can write here. This is segment. This is sector. So segment means ED. ED. But if we mark it, then it will go to chord. So don't mark any side. Write ED, shaded part. Or we can write properly also. Shaded part enclosed by OA, radii OA, OB and the arc AB. Otherwise, you can mention like this also. This is your segment. Now the question 2 is every chord of a circle also, is every chord of a circle, sorry, here it is diameter. Is every diameter of a circle also a chord? Answer would be yes, because we have when defined diameter is a chord. So every diameter is a chord, but every chord of a circle is not a diameter. See this? This is a chord, but not passes through the center. It means this is not a diameter. So every diameter is a chord, but every chord is not a diameter. So what the answer for this question would be? No. And for this would be yes. Now we are here with the question 3. We have to draw a circle and mark. So we have drawn a circle and we have to mark these different points. So center. So you mark this center. You can name it by any letter. So just suppose we have given this A. So what is the center here? Point A. Radius. Now join center to any point on the circle. As you know, you have infinite radii. So we have to mark only one. So AB, any point of the circle to the center is called radius. So AB is your radius. Now diameter, you can extend this also or you can take another one also. Just suppose we have extend this. Now see. Now diameter is a chord which passes through the center of the circle. So BC is your diameter. Sector. Sector is a interior part of a circle joined, means enclosed by two radii and the arc of the circle. You can take this radius only AC and take one more, this D. We can take this. So ACD, shaded part. Segment. Take any chord, name it. We have written A, B, C, D. We can take E, F. So segment is a portion of interior part enclosed by the arc and the segment. So EF, don't mark any side above of this, write only shaded part. So this is called the segment of the circle. Point in the interior. You can take, remember students, all these points on the circle. This point is in the interior. You can take another point also, G. So point G is in the interior. Also you can take point A. But we have to write only one point. You can write only one. You can write here point A also. Point in the exterior. Mark here, H. So point in the exterior is point H. An arc. You have many points on the circle, or you can take another two also. Just suppose I am taking this M and N. Highlight this. So portion of the boundary of the circle enclosed means joining by 2 points on the circle. So MN marked by this sign is called the arc of the circle.